Hey everyone, it's Sheila here. I have a question for you. Do you ever get frustrated with yourself over the things you seem to do without thinking? Like, for example, maybe you find yourself neck deep in a snack bag whenever you feel upset, even if you're normally committed to your health goals. Or maybe you drink a glass of wine or two at the end of every workday, but kind of wish you didn't. So I have some tips for you that can help. But first, in case you don't already know me, my name is Sheila Gravely and I'm with the Life is Life Coaching. I help people to achieve their physical and emotional goals in life through learning how to train their brains. Okay, so about those mindless activities that I mentioned earlier, I have good news for you. The things that you do without thinking are learned behaviors. This means that you can also unlearn them. But how do you do this? Well, it has to do with how and why we form habits in the first place. Habits are simply actions that you've repeated over and over and over and over again in response to a trigger. After a while, they become automatic. A trigger can be an emotion, a time of day, or something that happens around you. Remember the story of Pavlov's dogs? They salivated every time they heard the footsteps of the person who came to feed them. Even before they saw the food, they knew they were about to be fed because they associated the sound of the footsteps of the person who was coming to feed them with food. Now, I'm not saying we're exactly like Pavlov's dogs, but it's a pretty cool story to illustrate how your brain works. Basically, when you repeat an action over and over again, your brain creates a link between the trigger and the action, and then it strengthens over time. Technically, what the brain is doing is creating a pathway inside itself that automates what you do next. Then it rewards itself with a shot of feel-good hormones. So, in our snack food example, what's the trigger? It's being upset. Maybe at some point in the past, you were able to distract yourself and feel better when you were feeling sad or lonely by eating sweet or salty foods or drinking a glass of wine. Well, eventually your brain linked the trigger and the action. And your brain loves habits because it gets a hit of feel-good juice every time it uses the pathways it creates. So while you're heading for the snack cupboard or the wine fridge, your brain is basically running on autopilot. Meanwhile, you're busy thinking about something else, about the future, your to-do list, you're recapping your day in your head, and what your brain is not doing is being present in the moment, thinking about what you're doing. And that is the key to short-circuiting the loop. When you notice yourself on autopilot and engaging in a habit that you want to quit, it's time to be present. Ask yourself, why am I reaching for the chips or the wine or whatever? This interruption forces your brain to be mindful, present, and engaged. So next time you're reaching for the junk food or the wine bottle and you really don't want or need it, stop and ask yourself, why? And then replace the action with something that you do want to become a habit. For example, go for a walk, do a deep breathing exercise, make some sort of other healthy choice. What habits are you trying to break? What habits are you trying to create for yourself? Tell me all about it in the comments below. Remember, I'm always here to support your success and help you reach your goals. Talk to you again soon.